Such a gorgeous day outside, folks. Now, welcome back to Houston Life. If you have been searching for some great restaurant recommendations, look no further.
So where do 3 of Houston's top chefs eat when they want a night out? Houston Life reporter Stephanie Gerry caught up with 3 of the city's top chefs to find out where they snag a table.
Well, Houston's well known for having a fantastic restaurant scene, and I caught up with 3 top local chefs who told me where they would eat if they couldn't get a table at their own restaurant on the week leading up to the big game.
Top chef number 1, Chris Shepard. I stopped by his new restaurant 1/5, where I caught up with Chris and also ran into Houston Texans linebacker Whitney Merciless. While Whitney's not a top chef, he's definitely a top taste tester who also co-owns the restaurant.
So Chris, Whitney, you guys have one of the hottest places in Houston right now for the week leading up to the big game. Let's say you can't get a table here. Where's your number 1 pick that we're going to tell all of Houston and all the visitors to actually go as the top chef? Where would you go and eat?
I mean, if reservations are going to be tight, Cultivari is probably my favorite because they don't take reservations.
Okay.
So it's just more of a walk-in. You know, you wait a little bit, but you get a cocktail and just hang out. Ryan Pera is, I call him the Oracle.
The Oracle?
Yeah, because he's just really good. He just kind of knows all. So.
What's your favorite thing there?
The cacio e pepe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you know, it's one of those things that's super easy, but it has to be executed properly, and he does it at the best.
Bon appetit.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And Whitney, where are you telling Houston to go?
Well, I'm going with Underbelly all day, every day.
When Tom Brady takes you a table at Underbelly and there's nowhere left to go?
That won't happen.
Yeah, nah,
You know
nah.
someone who
I
knows
know
someone.
somebody,
You know
exactly.
someone.
It's who you know,
Oh, you do?
not who you are.
That's true.
Yeah.
So Cultivari and Underbelly topped their list. And since the kitchen at 1/5 wasn't open yet, I didn't get a taste test with Whitney, but he made sure I didn't leave empty-handed.
And you gotta cup that thing. You gotta cup it.
And then cup that thing.
Yeah.
All right. Like that?
Yep.
All right. Yep.
Don't launch that thing. Don't.
I'm
not trying to break anything.
All the glasses.
I'm not.
and like, work on you.
I can throw it a lot faster if you want me to. But we ain't gonna do that right now.
Terrible.
God damn. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Touchdown?
Nope. That's this guy. Oh, he's awesome. It's amazing.
Well, now that we know where Chris Shepard would go and dine, we know where Whitney Merciless wants to eat. Let's go check in with Houston barbecue king Ronnie Killen and see where his top pick is.
I caught up with Killen at his new restaurant, STQ. Ronnie's not only king of the kitchen, he's also got a good arm on him. Luckily, I held my own, while wearing heels. I wonder if Whitney would be proud.
All right, so we're talking about our favorite things, right? Food and football. I mean, what's better than that?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, especially when you're pairing it with wine. I love hanging out with you, and I also love that I picked up the latest issue of People magazine. And guess who's in it? One of my favorite people. Ronnie, what the heck? I mean, seriously, you're in People magazine for a Super Bowl pulled pork sandwich recipe?
Well, you know, the Super Bowl is in Houston, and I'm kind of well known in Houston.
So when Ronnie isn't starring in People magazine or chefing it up in his own kitchen, where's his favorite spot in town to get a bite?
Probably my favorite place to eat in Houston would be DeMarco for this time of the year.
Yep.
I love the white truffles, the tagliatelle pasta, their octopus. I mean, it's just something that's really good.
So DeMarco's is Ronnie's top pick, but I couldn't leave STQ without a sample of their best-selling dish, pork belly burnt ends.
That's a big bite.
And with that, it was time to catch up with my next top chef, Ryan Pera, who just happens to own Chris Shepard's favorite restaurant, Cultivari. So where does Chef Ryan recommend?
My favorite restaurant in town, and my first great meal in Houston was Hugo's right on Westheimer. So that is my pick.
Excellent.
Great drinks at the bar, best margarita in town, best tacos. They make their own tortillas from scratch.
So while Hugo's is Ryan's top pick, I wanted to revisit Chris Shepard's favorite dish, cacio e pepe. So Ryan agreed to let me make it.
Did you see that tossy?
That was I will hire you.
Cacio e pepe. Bon appetit. Should I eat some of that though? Because that looks good.
Yeah, I'll probably eat. It won't be perfect. But be good.
Be way better.
I can revive this one if we want.
Even though Chef Para didn't think my version of cacio e pepe was perfect, I still thought it was pretty darn good. And I think Chris Shepard would have thought so too.
Oh my gosh, it looked great to me, Stephanie, Gerry. It's making me hungry, actually.
Smell-o-vision, that's what we need at least. Hey, we want to see what's happening with our Houston Life Report.